is. I'm Rox.
And this is the Bourbon Barrel. Welcome back. And when we last left our heroes, they were trying these chicken cocks and
Turns
did,
out they're the
didn't really
villains.
didn't really like either one, which is sad because in total that's like $160 worth of bourbon.
Geez, from this angle, it looks like that's
Yeah,
even lighter.
that is wild. That the
But
double
no
oak is
lights over
super
here,
light.
but there's light here,
Yeah,
so I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, man. Anyway, so next up on the list, we're gonna do the Buffalo Proud from Buffalo, New York, 1 foot cock. Actually, they do some wild stuff. They actually have a maple 1 foot cock. It's yeah,
Nope.
yep, and it's very good stuff. They started. I don't know how many years ago at this point. E- but they it says 1883, but I don't know that that's real. But anyway, so they brought the brand to Buffalo. They opened up a distillery and things there, and early on their recipe was kind of funky. But they've since reconfigured, changed it a little, and now
Reek and Jigger.
reconfigured.
There you go.
Very tasty. Very good stuff. They do good work now. Like they listened, they said, okay, well, this isn't the best thing, so let's change it. Let's make it better.
Have you actually
And so
tried
this
this
is
one book out?
distilled, blended, and bottled by Buffalo Distilling Company in Buffalo, New York. So they
That's a
actually
plus.
do make their own stuff. Very cool. They also have things that aren't bourbon or whiskey. They have,
Are these the people with the barrels for the Buffalo Bills if they win
no,
the Super Bowl? Okay.
nope, that is Hartman's.
We need to try one of their hometown stuff.
We
Whatever
we
they
have,
we did.
yeah,
Okay, I
yeah,
couldn't
we have.
remember. We've tried a lot of shit, man.
That's fair. Anyway, so
What's the proof on this one? I
this one
apologize.
is 93 proof. We went from
Okay.
90 proof to 92 proof to 93 proof.
And then the cheapest one of all of them is
This is
one
103.
three proof,
Yep.
and it's the fighting cock.
Which I think, like, without having tried everything, I'm gonna guess that the 1 foot cock's gonna be the winner here, just because
I'm
I'm
gonna,
Buffalo Soldier.
I'm gonna guess this one's gonna win, and
That
there's a reason
that would be
for it.
wild because you've had it before.
I have it. It's been like it's before we even started the show. It was when I was like, let me try these bourbons that just look cool and see which one take because they're cheap enough to just like if I don't
Yeah,
like this is $22 or
it
20 bucks
was.
or
I think
something.
this was like 19 something with tax.
There you
It
go.
was under $20.
And at that beginning journey, I was kind of at that place where
That's
it's like,
fair.
let's just try it. Because if I find that one, like again, people love Jim being black. It's
Hmm.
like 19
Yeah,
bucks or
old
something.
granddad 114 is a great one.
You
I
know?
mean, you can find a lot of things for
Oh,
that
it's a
cheap
different
shelf.
nose. It's immediately a different.
Yeah, well, that should be.
I think it's sweeter. I think the nose is immediately sweeter to me. It's because it's a pleasant smell
So
and
this
it's
is this
fruity
is
or
yeah.
florally maybe.
Special blend series contains straight bourbon whiskey distilled in Buffalo and Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
So they're mixing theirs with
So this is
MGP.
this is blended straight bourbon, so it's at
Right.
least 2 years. Interesting.
Their juice and MGP juice.
So
If
that
it's
would make sense
Lawrenceville,
if they've got young juice and they want to age it up a little bit to grab some MGP Ross and Squibb juice.
right.
That makes sense.
So I realized something when you said something when I read something on here just a
Yeah,
few minutes ago, right? So the fighting cock one, right? It
infinitely better,
sells
man.
aged 36 months, right?
Oh, jeez.
Just but 36 months is three
That's
years.
3 years.
Okay. Now it also says distilled, aged, and bottled by Fighting Cock Distilling Company, Bardstown, Kentucky. And one of these says Bardstown, Kentucky is where it's produced. So I'm wondering if the cocks joined together and formed a cock ring.
They in fact had a fighting cock.
Produced by Grain and Barrel Spirits,
Hmm,
Bardstown, Kentucky.
interesting.
So
Well,
there
I mean,
might
there's a
be a
lot of
connection.
different distilleries in Bardstown.
That's true
There's a
too.
lot.
That is
Like
true too.
that's like the motherland.
That is absolutely true too.
So it would surprise me if they're the
This one
same.
says Fighting Cock Distillery. This says Grain and Spirits, but it also
Right.
says produced by. So
Yeah. I don't think they're the same.
no, probably not. But
But
I didn't know
you should
MGP was in this.
definitely
So
try the 1 foot cock
right,
because
wow.
yeah,
I mean, don't ask me twice.
I think it may
So
be my favorite cock.
I
Okay. So
have
I'm
you had this before?
not this one. No, I've had their maple.
Okay.
Um this actually so I'm tasting a little bit of grain. I'm tasting some sweetness. I'm tasting but it's not bad. Like that's eons above and beyond these two, which is wild. I'd I'd be willing to put that up against the Alton. as far as like what's better.
Well, yeah, and the only thing we would have to say is the caveat to that is the
Hmm.
Alton seems to be pure New York.
Right, and this one's like a half and half. So,
But as we've established on, if you watch the Whiskey Dick episode with us, there's not a lot of New York bourbons
hmm.
really anyway. So
Right.
to say this isn't is not true because it is.
Yep.
So and they probably obviously had a hand in the blend and how it was blended
Sure.
and tasted it before they
Absolutely.
bottled it. So the people who put their name on it, yeah, it's New York, and yeah, it probably would go up against Alton well. I don't know if it's quite as
As well blended, I
rich,
maybe. Yeah,
you
like
know,
there's I feel like the Alton has a little more smoothness to it. Like this is still a little rough, but it is a straight, so it's 2 year kind of
at least
aged in
2 years.
there. But yeah.
Could be more.
Yeah, it could be the 36 month or whatever.
No,
But
it's we're okay. So we went 90, 92, 93, right?
right.
So that's fair.
It's still spicy for a 93. Like I'm getting flavors for a 90.
Jesus
That's
Christ, this is the most high maintenance bottle ever. Unscrew this, pull this out.
Have you ever had to farm chickens? They're
I
high maintenance.
high maintenance cock.
Hmm.
Jesus,
Hmm.
it's like, well, you're not pretty enough for me. I don't think you're worthy.
Cockadoodle do. Do you know how many different varieties of chicken there are?
I no, I don't actually. I appreciate the fact that you're trying to change the subject.
There's a lot.
Change the subject in a cock episode. We're doing pretty good for us. This is
Yeah,
pretty good for
yeah,
us. We're
yeah.
this cock episode. Do
We're
you
we're
understand?
trying not to be cocky about it,
That's right. But this is pretty good.
but yeah, like we're toning it down.
We're not actually swearing much either. We're not throwing dropping much
Well,
out.
I mean, when cock is in the episode, it's kind of hard to
It's
not,
true.
you can't.
Back to tonight.
All right, you do
This
you.
is how I like to do shit if I'm home. Is like if I line them up, I go to them, then I go back to them, and I try to
Mhm.
see what's what and how this that. And the other.
Interesting. So this actually is a state of New York like seal kind of thing, aged in from New York kind of seal.
It says 4 years.
Yeah, so there's that. And I noted
Aged minimum 4 years.
so to be called a New York bourbon, you have to have at least 50% of the stuff grown in New York, I believe.
Resplendent and
Buzzword.
lubricious. Is that right? What's this word right here?
Uh, yeah,
All right,
they definitely lube their cock there.
lubricious. Lubricious.
Yeah, yeah, that's how that would I would
Wow.
pronounce that.
Coalesce from a custom whiskey experience. Buzzword the shit out of
They
this.
brought their thesaurus.
Aged minimum 4 years. Okay. Okay. Right on.
Like that's good to know. It's at least 4 years.
It's true.
Yeah. So
I
that's
okay. I apologize up front a little bit here and there for this. This was $100.
yep.
This was 50 or 60.
That was
This was
60.
what?
This was 55.
Price point guy that I am.
Hmm.
This one
Oh, every
all
day.
day, every day.
Yep.
If this one was 50 and this one was 50, I'm a little 50-50 on it. Yeah, and I'm not lying because I just retasted it and I'm like, this is pretty close.
I can't do it, man. I
Did you
can't.
go back? Like
I
go
don't
back.
wanna.
But
I'm good.
sometimes you gotta kind of
I'm not that guy.
you're not. You don't
No.
go back to a cock the second time.
No.
Well, I mean,
I
you
never
had your
tread I
chance.
never tread where I've been.
You had your chance,
Hmm.
cock. It is what it is.
That's
Like
true.
I don't know what to tell you. Double cock, no less.
Fighting cock.
Fighting cock. Let's do the fighting cock. This is going up to 10 proof points. We stayed right in the same range,
Yep.
almost within
So
2% of alcohol or
this is
something,
by far and away the cheapest bottle
and the highest
and
proof.
the highest proof. And this is also and he as he said, this is distilled in Kentucky.
Yeah, bottled,
And
distilled,
it's
produced, the whole
3 years old
at least, yeah.
at least. So
Yeah. Well, no, it says aged 36 months, so I assume
yeah,
that's 3 years
that's 3 years.
verbatim.
Don't let that get on your clothes. No.
There's a different nose to it. I mean, it's a pleasant nose. It's a sweet nose.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's you can smell bourbon. Like if I had to put this up against like something else, it's not.
that has the most bourbon smell
Yes, of
of
all
all
of
of them.
them.
Like I immediately, like you just said, and that yes, he's
Hmm.
absolutely right.
Like you can when you start sniffing bourbons, like if you've been doing this for a while, there's a very distinctive nose that most bourbons will have. Like it, you can tell it's a bourbon and not something like peated Scotch or something like that. Totally different nose.
Right, right.
Or a rye has
Young whiskey
yes.
or
This
something.
has the most like prominent like normalization of like a bourbon nose. So like this one had more of a grainy smell, and I don't know what the hell was wrong with these. They did smell like chicken cock, that's for sure.
I I have to say this. How do you know that it smells like chicken cock? Like they're gonna our viewers would be mad if they're like, "What did you say? How the fuck do you know what chicken cock smells like?" I think
Because
anyway.
the bottle says chicken cock, and
All hundred and
I
something.
smelled what was in
Oh,
it. So
oh,
that,
oh. I was going with regular chicken cock, and I'm
see, I
just
don't know what that means.
me
Like,
neither.
is this the regular chicken?
Yes.
Like, what are you talking
I
about?
don't know. I have this picture in my phone, and they said, I don't know if this is hilarious or mean, and it's a whole chicken coop, and the people who own it painted it all up, the whole thing, so it looks like a KFC.
Jeez.
Right? I have this picture in my phone. I could send it to you. You could pop it up there. I
Outstanding.
could do it. And when this is over in like 1 second, it's right in my phone. Because
Fantastic.
I thought that was so damn
That is funny. You got to watch your cloaca there.
funny. What? What did he say?
Cloaca.
What the hell's that?
That's
I really don't know.
that's what the birds use to like poop.
Oh,
It's they have like the one hole, the unihole.
the unihole.
Yeah, they don't
And
have
it's
a
called a cloaca?
yeah.
I'm pretty happy I didn't know that
Fun facts with
because that
science.
means, well, I mean, it just means I didn't know that, I guess. But in the same token, it's like, do you know that from, have you ever done any farming with chickens?
No.
You're older too. I mean, I'm oldest. We all figured that out. I'm lucky to be alive, but um,
Are you? Are you
probably
alive?
I
Like,
barely. I mean, I'm only alive when I'm
Professor Hubert
drinking
J. Farnsworth over
whiskeys.
here.
I'm
One beat per minute. Good news, everyone.
it's a huge
Damn it.
huh.
Damn it.
It's good.
It is. Damn it.
It's got the 103 burn,
Mhm.
right? I was expecting a 103 burn. I was also expecting a $20 burn, but it's not a $20 burn.
No.
But it is a 103 burn.
Yes.
All right.
Hmm.
Um,
So, of all of them, that's my winner.
you could get 2 bottles of this for one of these, and you could get 4 bottles of this for one of these. And I'd do that every day.
Every day,
You know.
without fail. That's so. This was literally under 20 bucks. The
But
fighting
that,
pack was under 20 bucks,
how much are we
and
proving that price doesn't matter, though? We've done this a thousand
it's
times
brand
where
recognition kind of stuff, man. Like, yeah.
this is bottom shelf and it's called Fighting Cock. And I
Hmm.
bought it the first time, and I know damn well I did because it was funny. It was
Yeah.
cheap and funny, and it was before we started the show. And I was like, I'm just gonna try some of these lower end ones, and see which one I like.
I mean,
And I think I rated it
yeah.
like a 97
Like
or
you can
100
buy it. You can
something.
buy a benchmark. Benchmark's totally fine.
80, yeah, but it's good. It's
Yeah.
basically our favorite 80, unless we haven't put it up against Penelope yet. Penelope does an 80, and it's really really tasty too.
Yep.
But
I actually finished that off last night.
the
Um.
original Penelope,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep. And
this
then,
is
yeah,
wow.
that was wild. So just so everyone knows, 60 bucks, 95 bucks, 55 bucks, under 20. And this one, I'm gonna say, is probably both of our favorites.
Yeah, yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, no,
I
there's no
mean,
disagreement because I always he's
that's
doing the price
that's a
points, and I
wine
always
bottle.
include that.
That's a wine and
This is a wine bottle,
a
isn't
screw
it?
cap. Yeah, like that's
What?
they didn't spend money on like the outward appearance, but they must have spent some time doing the stuff inside because
As
it's not
opposed to
bad.
Castle and Key, who's right?
Yeah, like
And they got more expressions out now,
of
but it's
course they
still
do.
same bottles
Yeah.
with that
So
cork
and
that
that's the
weighs
thing
more
here
than
too
my
is
cock.
like
And
like look at the intricate like beehive on that bottle. Like that's crazy.
yeah,
Like they spent
see
money
that
doing
that
that.
snake's getting better.
And they over here they've got like little star blooms and explosion like firework kind of stuff going on. And they clearly spent money on this little topper for
Yeah,
the shot glass
and to make the bottles a screw top and a cork
and a
top.
quart and
Like,
a
I
screw.
mean,
Yeah,
that's
like
obviously a
that's
specific bottle make. That's
hmm.
not something you can just buy one of these
So
because it's a wine.
both of the chicken cocks they spent money on and time on the design of the bottles. 1 foot cock, I mean that's pretty much, they spent some money on the label, but they didn't put a lot of money into the bottle.
I think it's a brand thing to a degree too, in that, like, if I see anything else chicken cock that's not these two, I'm going to be reticent to spend that money.
It was so expensive
Obviously,
for what it is,
if I
man.
see this or another version of this, if I see Fighting Cock Double Oaked or Fighting
Hmm.
Cock Bottled in Bond or something, and especially price point wise, I'd
Yeah.
probably buy that. And this too, this didn't turn me off from buying another bottle of Buffalo Distillery stuff. You know what I mean? This was good.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
liked it, and it
Yeah.
wasn't overly high priced. There's a lot of
No.
90s and stuff that are around
And again,
50 bucks.
I'll be very excited to see when they've got some of their stuff that's more aged out. I mean, they said this was like a 4 year minimum. But once they get hitting those like 8 and 12 year like think releases, I'll be very interested in those
And
because
just a
not
plan
bad.
and no mix.
Yeah.
You know, let's
Mm-hmm.
if they have one that doesn't include MGP, just to see
Sure.
what just their juice is too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Like this isn't awful. It's not bad.
No, 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 no.
I wouldn't touch these with a 10-foot pole. You can literally buy 8 of these for the price I paid for the 2 of these. And I would buy 8 of these
And
over these two.
fun because this is a 90, and I said earlier, I'm gonna try to do this 90 series where we try to blind some stuff down and just get rid of some, like do a bracket style thing or whatever. And this is 90, and I didn't even know it, but I think we should put it in the blind and just see.
Sure.
Like,
But
and another thing is opening up. We just popped them all.
yeah, they're all
Yes.
brand new cracks.
So
So maybe in a month or so they'll have aged a little bit with a little bit of oxidation and see what happens. But
open up, get some more flavors to it. You
sure.
know, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
no, that was definitely I was cocky in the fact that I could have swore that this would win at least in the second half of the episode. I thought maybe these two had a
I think
chance
it
before we
turned
started.
between those two, honestly. If it
But
wasn't for the price, I
right.
think if these were both 50, I'd be like, ooh, I
Yeah,
don't
you can
know.
buy 3 of these for one of these, and
But then in
this
proof,
is I actually enjoyed the flavor on this one a little bit
so
more.
it's the proof
So
hound in me too. They'd be like, if it
sure.
was the same price, I'd be like, but I'm getting 10 more proof and I can't figure out which one. I'll probably take the one with 10 more proof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, so many tentacles, the tentacles of bourbon. Like, there's so much to it. So,
Yep. No, I think that was good.
it's yummy.
We avoided a lot of cocky talk.
I enjoyed all your cocks that you brought to the table.
I, I did not. I
Right. It's
so
okay because if there wasn't bad ones, there would never be good ones.
that's fair. That's
So
fair. You can't love them all.
that's right.
And if you did, that'd be
Fun.
a lot of cock.
I
That
mean,
would,
you'd probably
yeah.
be seeing a lot of doctors for a lot of different ointments and gels, and pills and things. I don't really know, but
So, Andy,
I don't know.
this has been a very cocky episode of
Oh,
the
the bourbon
Bourbon
barrel.
Barrel.